Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, folks, let's talk about the markets. Let's see what's going on. Bitcoin had that massive recovery yesterday. Basically pumped $1,500 in the 1 hour it took me to drive from DC back to where I live in Maryland. Absolutely incredible. Hit a high of about 19.8. Now we're down to 19.3, which does make sense because the stock market basically lost a lot of its gains right now and has turned into the red. Folks, this could go either which way. Most likely this was just a little dead cat bounce, short squeeze, as the experts like to call it. But my point is with this whole thing, nobody knows where the bottom's going to be. Nobody knows when it's time to, when they're going to get that perfect buy of Bitcoin, and they're going to be like, wow, I got Bitcoin at the exact bottom. Like I said before, I've been in crypto since 2017. Never met one person who actually got the bottom. I remember when Bitcoin was pumping down during COVID, it hit like 3,800, and everybody was saying, oh, all the charts say it's going to 1,000, it's going to 1,000. All the idiots on Twitter and YouTube, oh, I'm buying if it hits 1,000, if it hits 1,000. Then, of course, that was the bottom, and a year later, it's back. It's up to like $70,000. So you'll never hit the bottom. You never will. These levels are great to buy, but the point is, you could have got Bitcoin yesterday for lower 18,000s. Now we're at 19.3. So the point is, just buy the dips. That's all you gotta do. In a bear market, you buy the dips. Simple as that. A lot of the altcoins are basically kind of weak, except for XRP. XRP is basically holding its pump. Cardano at 36 cents, 37 cents. Not great. I mean, Cardano is showing a lot of weakness, as are a lot of the layer one projects right now. So I'm looking for a 30-cent Cardano for my next buy. And you know what? It sucks, but I'm looking to buy cheap. And Theta was hanging out at about $1. So let's see what else is going on. Cardano does have an update for the Dedulous wallet. I haven't used a Dedulous wallet in years. I remember I first downloaded like 3 or 4 years ago. It was bulky, not bulky, but it was laggy. It took to initially set it up, it took like 24 hours. I had to download everything from the server, and it just never really worked right. So I haven't used it since. But of course, there's been a lot of upgrades since then, and now it supposedly works great. But now it has Ledger support, so that's pretty cool. You can hook your hardware wallet up to it and use it that way. So, Cardano is moving by leaps and bounds. They just had an upgrade the other day as well, so we'll see what happens. Cardano really is due for a little bit of a pump at this point. I really think we're at the lows for Cardano. I just think maybe 28 cents, 25 cents if we get there, but I just think we're so close right now, and I'm just seeing the negative sentiment on Reddit and YouTube comments with Cardano, and I just feel like it's starting to feel like 2018, 2019 again, when all the dumb money had that flush out. I like to call it the crypto colon cleanse. You have to cleanse out all those people before you're going to basically go bullish again. And like I said before, the minute the Fed comes out and they say we're not doing the interest rates anymore, we're done, you're going to see a new all-time highs for Bitcoin. Probably won't be for another year, 6 months to a year, but hey, I'm willing to wait. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here making YouTube videos. And don't forget, folks, crypto banter, I always make fun of these guys. It used to be like they just mention the Bybit links and the trading and all that. Now it's like half their video. So don't forget to join Bybit and BitGet so they can make a ton of money off you guys losing all your
for the time that the market brings massive gains again, and a trading competition is the perfect way to do that. Now, for the trading competition that we are running, it is BitGet or Bybit. So what you will have to do is use one of the exchange links below if you don't have one of those accounts, where you'll sign up below this video. You will find the links. And once you have signed up with one of our exchanges, then you can come to these areas where you can see there's the Bybit and the BitGet. And if you click on these, it will take you through to the competition.
Yeah, of course. So they're doing a trading competition to encourage people to use their links and sign up for these leverage trading sites, and they're gonna make a couple $1 million off this little scam that they're doing right now. 99% of everybody that's signing up for these links will lose all their money. I mean, look at the pump yesterday: $1,500 pump dump. you got to be an idiot to be using leverage right now, and that's what they're encouraging you to do. Doesn't matter if you're watching Rand or this guy or the other guy or whoever or Miles at night. Half their video is now basically just trying to get people to join Bybit and get wrecked. So be careful on that front, folks. All right, what else we got going on? Nothing I want to talk about quickly. I guess it's kind of crypto related, kind of not. It's just about having like your own personal responsibility. I know a lot of people. I spent a few years in law enforcement, got out of it. I hated it, and started my own detective agency, and I've been doing that ever since. Love working as a PI. I make my own hours. I start early. I don't have to deal with anybody. I sit in my car. I follow people around. I do my investigations. I'm my own boss. I make more money than I would have ever as a cop. But the great thing is, a lot of people would say to me, well, the one thing that you're not going to get is the pension. And I'm like, dude, you don't know if that pension's even going to be available in 30 years when you retire. Like, you're completely depending on the government teat to take care of you after you retire. Same with Social Security and all this stuff. That's why for me, what I like to do is if I make any money, like I did last time in crypto, is buy a rental property because that's guaranteed income. There's always going to be somebody who wants to rent out your place. And even if they don't, you can always sell your place. But, of course, the situation going on in the UK with their pension funds that, it just wasn't managed properly and a lot of people could lose their pensions. There's been stories for years. I mean, my grandfather worked for Exxon in the 50s and 60s. A lot of people lost their pensions there. It happens all the time. So all you people or all just people out there who work in your job and you think like your pension's a guarantee after you retire, it's not. You have to be prepared. That's why it's good to have crypto, it's good to have stocks, and it's good to have real estate, and it's good to just have cash and just savings. Like there's a lot of people who are going to be depending on pensions, 401ks, and all that good stuff when they retire. And a lot of times, if there's a financial crash, especially if your currency crashes, you're not going to get these pensions. And it's not unheard of to happen. You see it happening in UK right now. Like their currency is completely like devalued. So, my point is it's great if you have the pension. Okay, good. Maybe there's a 60% chance you'll get it, 70%. That's great to have. But you have to have other ways to make money after you retire other than just depending on a pension. And that's why, like I said, crypto's good, holding Bitcoin and all these other assets because, Bitcoin in 20 or 30 years when you retire, hopefully is worth $1 million at that point, or at least you can sell it for something. But depending on these money managers and governments to manage your pensions, this is kind of what happens. And yeah, this is UK. This is not a third world country. This is a highly developed country, and they're having a big problem with the pension system. And I can see that happening here, and it has happened here in the past. So yeah, folks, just it is related to crypto because I'd rather just if I was putting money into a pension fund, I'd much rather just put it into like crypto, real estate. If a $500 every month out of my check was going into a pension, I'd just rather have maybe like 200 go into crypto, 200 go into stocks, and maybe the other 200 just go into like cash and just have it in just have cash building up. But that I'm actually controlling, not a pension fund, not some sleazy government money manager. So yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of people depend on their pensions, and we're in a world now where you really cannot 100% depend. Think what's going to happen 20 or 30 years from now. Are you really that confident the U.S. dollar is going to be strong and you're going to get your pension and the people controlling these funds are going to do the right thing? Well, clearly they're not in the UK. So, so it's all about just personal responsibility and having, don't be dependent upon the government to take care of you after you retire because there's a good chance they are not going to take care of you. All right, take a look at the markets one more time. Yeah, we're pretty much, hovering around 19.3. So this weekend, of course, the stock market isn't open on the weekends. So as long as stocks kind of hang out somewhat neutral today, Bitcoin may just be very volatile this weekend. We might see like a spike up to 20,000, then back down to 18.5, then back up to 20. Could be fun to trade if you're a few $100 just for fun, but we're just in a world right now where all you should be doing is saying, okay, I'm going to be buying every major dip and just think 2-3 years from now, not even two, maybe like, I always say next Bitcoin halving, which there's talk the Bitcoin halving might be more towards the end of 2023. So really we're about a year away. So I'm thinking another 6 months to a year of hell. And trust me, folks, this time next year, the Fed will no longer be raising interest rates. So you're going to see one of those rip your face off market rallies that, the ones where, and I've seen these plenty of times where your altcoin pumps 50% in the night and then it just keeps going up from there. And this is all happening probably in the next 6 months to a year. So be prepared for it. Don't be scared money right now. Be strong and just be ready to like conquer this market and make a killing in the next year or two. All right, folks, like and subscribe, and have a good weekend. I'll probably do another video this weekend, or maybe even tonight if I get bored. Take it easy.